In this video, we will be executing the final part of our Antiquity Age plan. The goal for us is quite simple. We want to build up a massive navy, at least in the Age of Antiquity, and we're going to use that navy to stampede the opponent and all of their capitals. That's the game plan. We're going to try and win this game in the Age of Exploration. So let's get into it. Just before we do though, we are looking to make quite a few wonders. I'm going to go ahead and change the build queues on all of our cities just so that we can actually get all of them down. We're also going to dare try and finish Nalanda here. I tell you what, it feels like every time I go for Nalanda, it is just not going to happen. We'll reposition this citizen as well. Where do we even put this citizen? We'll take a look and see. I think we'll just go with something like this for the moment. And we're also going to do the same in Lalibela. So we'll purchase the remainder of the villa, and then from there, we will also look to produce another wonder. It's going to be the Mausoleum of Theodoric. And if we can get this, this will be quite massive for us because it gives a huge bonus to your extra HP and yields when you're pillaging. So at the moment, we're not really doing much pillaging, but in the Age of Exploration, we definitely will. And of course, it is ageless. Other than that, we're working on getting Bursa up so that our trade routes aren't going to be plundered, and we're slowly clearing out the remnants of these barbarian camps. So that's where we're at in this final stretch here. We're at 70% of the way through. Of course, if you'd like to play along, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can check out the save for this. Now, our combination here today is Axum together with Saida Al-Hura, and we're taking advantage of her plus culture and plus influence bonus. I kind of wish it would show as a yield on the actual tile, just so that it would look a little bit better, but obviously it doesn't, and that's okay. Yeah, for the moment, we're just building up our navy as much as we possibly can, and that's hopefully going to allow us to transition in the Exploration Age quite easily. We'll clear that one up, get an extra 50 science, and hopefully we stay alive here. You can see that we've got a couple of units that are flanking us nearby, but we'll look to heal that up. We're moving our DAOs out as well across through the canal city. We put a beautiful canal city right here. It hasn't really done much for us just yet, but look, I'm confident going into Exploration Age, it will be doing the Lord's work when it comes to taking advantage of this. Have a look at just how much value you get from it. Probably works out to be about 20-25 points of movement. If we take a look and see if you wanted to go over here, I mean, there you can see it's 5 turns. If you wanted to come down over here, you're looking at 8 turns there and probably 8 turns on the way back up. So it's quite a bit. All right, let's take a look and see. So we're looking to settle our final settlements as well. We've got 2 more that are going down towards the north and 1 that's coming down over here. So we should be looking to purchase that final settler shortly. So let's go ahead. I think we're pretty close to a rollover at this point. So let's just make sure that we've got everybody that's holding position. We want to make sure that we're holding tiles that we're actively working. You can see that we're kind of blocking all of these troops from coming in here. We've got someone who's not the happiest with us, and because of that, oh, I don't know if you can hear my son right there. my son is outside the studio right now. He wants to come in. He's saying, open the door. Little guy. He's a bit of a troublemaker. I got in trouble. Well, no, I didn't get in trouble. He got in trouble. I got a call from the school. He's 2 years old, and they said, oh, he's been biting. We might actually do a trade route right here, though it is tempting. Let's explore it a little bit further. We've got over on this position the camels, and it's very tempting to go. Oh, that's war. That's war. Oh, it's war. Okay, good luck to him. I don't think he's going to have much of a chance here, mainly because we've got such a big navy. I don't see any way that he possibly gets through this navy. We've got a tight little choke point here at the front as well, just a single or 2 tiles. That is it. So let's switch these 2 out. This one can heal up for the moment. We can bring this guy up across the edge here, but yeah, you can see just how effective this is going to be. It's going to be a tough fight for him. We'll say that right now. I can hear my son screaming. I think my wife is trying to pull him back. I told her, I said, I'm going in to record a video. I'll be out soon. Obviously, the little guy hasn't cooperated. All right, so I think we could just sleep the DAOs at the back. Like, to be honest, I don't even think we need to worry about this war. Like, the biggest issue that we've got with this war is that we can't trade now to him. That's essentially it. So we have to basically think about trading to other places. So let's go ahead and do that. We can see that there's more options to trade down here. So if we improve trade relations, what does that give us in the way of options? So still nothing in here. Yeah, everything's like internal on land. So hopefully this will be hard to take his capital in the event that he changes, which he probably will moving into the next era. So we'll keep that in mind. Meanwhile, this can probably just come down. We can look to try and trade. I know that we can trade in this spot, so we might do that. We want to make sure that we've actually got, or that we're utilizing those trade routes, but it's not massively important. So we could look to even come down over here. I think the main thing is that we just want to reinforce this position, and we want to make sure that we're reinforcing this position with DAOs that don't have the ability to do the trade route. Excuse me right there. Sorry, I just had to take a little bit of a break. I had to help out the wife with the boys. Let's just put it this way. One of them was being very, very cheeky. So he's okay now. He's all right now. Okay, we gotta take out these ships over here. But I think we're gonna have to take it slowly. Let's continue looking to reinforce over on this eastern position. I don't think we really need to be that concerned about it. Actually, where does this merchant go? Can we just take a look at the mini-map right here? Let's maybe explore over towards this direction here. We've still got a lot of trade routes that we can potentially run, but I think the reality is we don't actually need to be running them. As long as we're just building up. Okay, a little bit of damage right there from over on this position here. We're not going to be taking a huge amount, though. We can always fall back as well. That's the other thing to note. We don't have to be out here on this frontal position. So let's move these ones back here. That way we only get attacked potentially by one warship or one unit at a time. We can also just move this guy back. We've got, as long as we've got the big guys at the front as well. That's the other thing to remember. So we can heal up. That's also a 3. So let's actually swap these two out. Oof. There we go. Wonderful. And then that allows him to heal up. And we're all good. Confucius is going to offer us a little bit of science. Thank you very much, Confucius. A denouncement from Tecumseh. Tecumseh, have we done anything to upset you this game? Oh, just leader agenda. He prefers it when we leave the independent powers alone. And we've obviously got 3 city-states that we're suzerains of. So, yeah, there's a reason why he doesn't like that. Okay, so we're able to secure this position up here. We definitely need to take this out now. So, let's see whether or not we can... Oh, it wasn't a lot of damage, that's for sure. It could have been a lot more than that. And I think we want to go quite hard into purchasing, at least initially here. So we could look to double up. So I think we'll go for the granary just to start with. Which, is there a direction that we really want to go here? Out towards, definitely down towards this way actually. Because that's going to be a +2 for us eventually. Though I don't know whether or not this will actually become a city. I suspect it probably won't. And do we want wine? I think we want wine. Wine is quite nice. And we're in a celebration in 9 turns. But at this point, you're at 146 science. So wine's not huge. Let's move across our wild game for the moment. So we've got another city-state, or another city that's going to be coming up. We can go for another one as well in this spot. So let's look to get that purchase in. How much is it going to cost us for a settler? 760. So probably a couple more turns we'll have to wait for that. Now we could look to get more trades going down, but as I said, like, there's not a whole bunch of trades that we're actually able to do down here. We've got one in this position. Maybe we bring this guy down just to get the trade onto Arcane. So let's get this down here. Lovely. Okay, how are we doing back over towards this spot? So this is the only tile that we can actually be attacked from in this position. That was a slam over here. So once again, we'll go ahead and clean that up. Beautiful. Now we can heal up and hold, and I think that's essentially it. And then that will be our 8th settlement. This kind of feels crazy when you're doing this on a civilization that just shouldn't be able to push city numbers this high. And let's go for a fishing key. Actually, let's buy our fishing keys and our granaries first. Where are we putting it on this bad boy? So there's a 2 right there. That's also a 2. We've got, oh my gosh, this is actually quite nice. And that's going to be our monument right there. So we can slot that monument in right at the back. So we'll throw the granary down here. And then that makes it easy for the monument. That's going to be fine. That is absolutely perfect. We've got another expansion down here. This is such a good city as well. 3 turns to go on Mausoleum of Theodorich. 2 turns to go on Nalanda. 2 turns to go on Bursa. So everything's been sorted out. We've also got Taekwondo. Have we got Terracotta Army? Really? Terracotta Army? Can we just randomly throw out a Terracotta Army? Tell me I can put it on that tile. I can put it on that tile. Okay, all right. I think that's 8 turns on the Terracotta Army. We're going to take it. Look, normally I don't go for the Terracotta Army. It feels like it's kind of hard to get, to come by it. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's make sure that we are also utilizing all of our espionage. So we'll do our military infiltration. We've got Jade that we can potentially use as well. I kind of want to throw it into the capital. So maybe let's move the crabs out. And let's put that in just for the moment. Okay, so there's no other way that he's able to attack. And I guess that's another thing to note about like why I kind of like this map. Is because it's just so easy, right? It's super duper easy to defend on. As long as you've got units out, then you're okay. I mean, obviously, if you go and settle on someone else's island, it's going to be difficult for you to try and reinforce that position. But on a map like this, it seems pretty straightforward to do. 1 turn to go on all of these wonders. Gosh, I tell you what, it's kind of crazy because, like, when you look at this, we've still got a whole bunch. Like, Pyramid of the Sun is still here. We're at turn 105, but I guess this is what I was saying in the last video. Is like, when you play these maps that don't have a huge amount of land on them, like, the AI is going to be a lot further behind than what it normally would be. Now, we need to get the fishing key down, but I don't want to put the fishing key on this tile because it's a really good tile. And even though it's like, it's a small little thing, it's just like, at the end of the day, it does add up. Do we just do it? We could do it. We're not going to do it, though. Interesting. Interesting. Simon Bolivar. We'll take it. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Be in an alliance. There's somebody that could probably be in an alliance with us very, very soon. So would you be interested in joining? In fact, he'll join an alliance with us very, very soon. He's at war with China. I shouldn't say with China, but rather with Confucius. I mean, he's playing the Han, so it's still technically with China. But okay, let's suck everything up. Is that what we want? Assemble army? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, and can we run over the top of that? Is that, what's it called? There's an option. Yeah, overrun here. Beautiful. That makes life so much easier, doesn't it? When you just overrun. Okay, so how many DAOs do we actually have at this stage of the game? Oh, we're about to check in with all of our wonders. Give me a second here. We still need to find all of the cities over on this west side. Okay, we can't get in here just yet. Okay, wonders. One turn on Bursa, one turn on Nalanda. Don't one turn me, please. Oh, we got them both. I can't believe we got Nalanda, dude. That's crazy. And this late into the game, and Bursa, by the way, which is going to give us 2 walls. Lovely. Thank you, Bursa. So not too bad. But then we got Nalanda as well, which is kind of crazy because I never get Nalanda. So now we can go into the scientific path. Look at these numbers, by the way. Oh, my lord. Continue the crisis. Sure, we'll continue it. Let's also make sure we pull these bad boys in. Okay, they're all good for the moment. Kalo is out here. Can we move you across and then put you that back in? That should be fine. Love it. Okay, we've got a denouncement from Ashoka. Honestly, these denouncements are really good. The more we can bring down the relationships with other leaders, the better it will be. So we can go Pyramid of the Sun here, or we can look to play into... This is a +1, +2. I'm just thinking out loud about exactly how we want to do this. Oh, that's a +3 right there. So let's go ahead and let's throw that academy on a +3. So yeah, that'll give us 8. So I think that's definitely where we want to do it. We will lose the 3 production though off that tile. So do we really want to get it down right now? We could look for Pyramid of the Sun. I think we probably just want to go for our academies. Get all of our academies up ASAP. Let's do that to start. And then from there we can move out further. Any decent specialists in here? I mean, this is probably about... Oh, that's actually quite nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm hesitant. We'll go for decentralization here, which is always a really nice follow-up to the -6 from independence. So at the moment, let's do a little bit of a DAO count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So who's actually got trade routes that they can use? This guy's got a trade route, and this guy's got a trade route here. So we could actually bring both of these out and get them across the map somewhere. You know, get them out here, get them trading, that sort of thing. It's an extra 5 gold at the end of the era anyway. So we probably want to do that. But at the same time, we're going to be losing influence. So there's a part of me that wants to keep them here, but then there's a part of me that thinks it's probably just a better idea that we send them out. There's no more trade routes that we can really do down here. So I think we absolutely have to go west. We have to try and find more trade routes over towards the west, over towards the south. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll start off by grabbing this guy, and we'll move you down somewhere towards here. That should be fine. There was another one in here, this guy here. Both level 3. Sad to see them go. You hate to watch them go, but you love to watch them leave. Dow you can hold for the moment, but yeah, I think that's fine. He's got the general in here. There's no way they get through this though. That's the genius part about playing. It's about playing this map specifically. Can we make sure that you're on the right tile and hold ground? Okay, great general, or army commander rather. You can just hold for the moment. And what else do we need to do? We also, let's up towards this position. So we'll put in an altar. I mean, the altar is so expensive. That's crazy. You ain't going to be putting down altars like that. We'll do this, and then we'll get the fishing key in. You can see it's 7 food. A huge amount of food. I think we've got both of them in over here. Colo needs a little bit of help with regard to its happiness. We want to try and get in here, so we're going to keep an eye out on this because we want to get that trader in, or that merchant in. So we've discovered everything there is to discover over here. Obviously, we're at war, so there's not a huge amount that we can actually do. The merchant, I guess we just move the merchant down over towards this position. I'm going to improve trade relations as well. That should hopefully give us a few more options with regard to trade. Gosh, look at the Sinhalese, dude. They're going ham right now. Alright, we're going to try and get in between them as the Mausoleum of Theodoric comes in. Dude, that's crazy. How many wonders are we up to? Dude, we're at a crazy amount. We're 8 out of 7 world wonders right now. I tell you what, Axum, with its extra culture, is just so damn nice, dude. Alright, we're going to try and get through here. We're going to leave space for them to come through, but we don't want to allow this infantry to come back in on this angle. Okay, now we can actually pick up the cotton here. We couldn't pick it up before because it was going to steal away the tile from that city. So now that we've done that, we can utilize that cotton in another way. We've got a city here, so let's... Oh my god, it's at -8. Wait, how are we at -8? Why are we so... Oh, it's because we're at war. Oh, I completely didn't... I failed to realize that we were so... Has he got... Gate of All Nations? What's the bet he's got Gate of All Nations? -3 is a lot to be at. I don't see Gate of All Nations, but... Yeah, I don't see it. It could be in here somewhere that we're not looking at. There's no easy way to spot it either. I don't think this is the button for it. View player unlocks? No, I think that's just us, isn't it? There's no way for us to see their unlocks just yet, which is disappointing. If only there was some sort of way. Okay, let's... The Jade is getting us about 3 gold, which isn't a huge amount. We can take... We could do something like that. Though this city here, I mean, this just needs to be out in a town. And then we want to be putting production into... Do we need to be putting production into the city anymore? It's our lowest production city by far. So I think absolutely we should. At the very least, like some gypsum or something like that. I don't know. Why is it so unhappy? It's so unhappy because it doesn't have fresh water. I guess that's it. We could look to get a villa in here. A villa's actually going to do some work. So would a garden. You know what? So would a garden. Would go crazy in there. And then a villa. A villa needs to stack up with the monument. And then we can think about the academy as well. It's a +8 there. 1, 2, 3. That is a very nice tile. That's a 2. So I guess we can go for this just for the moment. We can always find another wonder to put next to it. We've got a militaristic point. So let's go ahead and take the 1 war support. That gives us a little bit more war support here. So we'll be able to... We'll boost that up next turn. And then from here back towards Lalibela. What do we really want to go for here? I mean, I guess the only option is an academy right there inside the capital. And then after that, I guess we go lighthouse. And there's lots of good spots that we can put down the lighthouse. So that's not a problem at all. We could throw it down over on this position. And then after that, I guess we're going into a whole bunch of Dows because we're preparing for the next era. That's essentially it. Okay, Dow, you can sleep for the moment. This is one that's got the trade route. So we want to bring these back across over towards this position. This one's heading down. So just to double check, we'll make sure that none of these have got the option for trade. Yep, they're all good. Cool. All right, these turns get long when you've got a lot of military units. I will say that. This one, he's taken a lot of damage. It doesn't look like he's got that option to trade. So we're going to move this guy up over towards here. Okay. How we doing? Turn 107, closing in on the end of this era. I tell you what, it's Civ 7's honestly getting really, really enjoyable compared to where it was before. I was going to say there's got to be something there because we can't take it. Compared to where it was before, it feels really, really nice to play now. Okay, we got a couple of more options that have just opened up for us. Keep in mind, look at this. We've still got Sanchi Stupa. Dude, we must be just blasting them in the yields. Yeah, there's nobody even close. Triple digits have only just been passed for Tecumseh on science and culture on Charlemagne. That's it. We are just absolutely destroying it. Oh my god, look at these yields. Look at these numbers. That is incredible. That is incredible. Okay, we'll take the extra... It's an extra 15 gold. There's also the extra 10 science. And you know what? The extra 10 science is actually so big. Do we get rid of this 10 culture? Because we're sitting at 150... I feel like we have to keep the culture. But this gold is so nice. We're at 175 gold a turn. It's okay. Okay, it's finally opened up. Now we can get the trader out. And now that we've got the trade route through, we can look to bring this guy back to safety. So we'll throw it out, something like that. We've got more jade and we've got, again, more gold that we can, or more rubies that we can put in. This one does have a trade route. So we want to come down towards, I think Arcane has the option to still do trade with us. Yes, it does. Wonderful. So we'll move it in on the next turn. You can see another settlement going to be coming down shortly. So let's get another trade route out. Now that the trade route has come through, we can move it back up towards this little spot. Oh, I just realized. Whew, I just realized that's a lot of units. We want to grab our settler. So let's do it. That'll be our last settler that we get. And that'll be pretty much everything settled out here. Like there's probably room for another settlement up here, but whether or not you actually want to do it is a completely different matter. Let's get back towards... Yeah, so we can get here. And we need to defend this. Fortunately, it's just a bunch of archers, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. We just got to make sure we pick the right spots. That should be okay. Now we should be able to focus down. Oh, this guy here didn't get his shot off. Is there a way? No. Okay, that's all right. We're okay. We could look for a harbor up in here, but once again, it's like, do we really want to be doing that? Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll chuck that culture in. That's an extra 5.3 culture. Not bad. Merchant's going to continue merchanting. Where else do we really want to explore? Down towards this southwest side. So let's cancel that action and just come down here. We want to try and find every single potential city location that we can find. Because this map, I tell you what, this map is feeling so good. Maybe it's just because the AI is not as fast, so it just feels better playing against the AI. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we normally don't have any trouble beating the AI. It's about, you know, how much you're beating them by, though. And it definitely feels like, I'm not going to say we're cheating, but it feels a little bit that way right now. Okay, do we come down towards the gold? I think we, how many? 1, 2, 3? So yeah, we can expand like to this tile, to here, but even then, we wouldn't be able to do it. Oh, you know what we can do, though? If we really wanted to, we could turn this into an urban center. And we could purchase a monument on that tile right there. Because that is an incredibly good tile. And then we can purchase the gold. Lovely. So now we're working a gold tile, and we've got gold, which is just boosting us up a huge amount. So an extra gold and an extra happiness from all of our settlements. And we'll turn it back from an urban center back to a growing town because, well, that's important to us. We want to make sure that we're still growing. -8 happiness is a lot of happiness reduction, though. That is... Why is it so low? Oh, I keep forgetting the war support. All right, there we go. We got it. Next turn, we'll get it again. But yeah, war support can really, really hurt you. Okay, wonderful. We need to make sure that we do the right thing here. So we're going to fire on this archer. And then on the top side, we'll pop this one out. He can't fire. Okay, let's see. I don't know whether or not this archer is going to be able to move. That should be enough for the moment, though. Then that can heal. Okay, that's a lot of units. This one's still got the trade route, so we should be able to trade to here. Yes, we can. Lovely. Okay, so we've got another trade route that's popped up. So once again, we'll bring you back here. What have we got? We got some wild game. Lovely. I mean, it's not really that amazing. Is there anything else more reasonable in here? I think we probably want the rubies at this point. Rubies are kind of good. Though, we don't want them in that town. That's a really good... I don't know, man. I like food, dude. I like food too much. How about Echmara? Echmara, I mean, every single town that I look at, I'm just like, I just want more food there. I just want more food. Okay, we're about to get the mathematics. There we go. Mathematics being unlocked, which means that now we can move into it. The Great Library. There she is in all of her glory. Oh, it looks like Temple of the Sun has been built as well. Or Pyramid of the Sun, excuse me. So now we can build it. The Great Library, +1 science on science buildings across your empire. It's a good little spot. I think we go right there. What's the alternative? I mean, that needs to be for our amphitheater. So I think that's where we put it down. How many turns is it going to be? 7 turns. And when we click it, it'll go to 5. Yeah. Definitely goes down quite quickly. And then on this bottom side, I mean, we could also look to move into Mausoleum. But I don't know whether or not we're going to be making that much cavalry, I'll be real with you. I think it's mainly going to be vessels. We're going to have warships out there. Okay, so it looks like the enemy has fallen back for the moment. We'll come back across. See whether or not we can get a bit more of a focus in. Oh, that unit. We can't do it right now. So let's focus that one down. I was hoping that we'd be able to focus it down completely, but it's not going to be the case. Okay, let's make sure that we can move back here. It can be a bit troublesome when you're moving your units across. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, bit of a mistake. That's okay. You know what we could do? We could form an alliance. Now, that's going to put us at war with Confucius. So do we really want to do that right now? Confucius is very far away. It's not hugely problematic. I don't have a problem with it. I think that's okay. And then it gives us an ally. So let's go ahead. We'll form an alliance. Wonderful. So I think that declares a surprise war. Though that's probably the wrong decision if we think about it from the context of, like, maybe we are sad now because of that. Not sad, but, you know, we're a little bit worse off. Our civilization is slightly worse off. They're slightly less happy because of that. Or at least they will be shortly, because war is about to be declared. Okay, so there's a lot of good resources. Actually, when I look at this, I'm thinking to myself, damn, why did I not settle this earlier? Look at the resources that are in here. Gypsum, tin. This is a huge amount of production. Oh, this should have been like our first settle. I don't know how this wasn't our first settle. I see the reefs and I just get so excited, dude. This should have been our first settle. How did I miss this? That's crazy how good this is as well. Like, this is just incredible. Oh, man. Okay, let's put some serious growth in here at the very least. Let's move all of these bad boys down. Let's get the tin up here. So keep in mind, the tin is 2 production in cities, which is very, very lovely. That is incredible. I can't believe we made such an amateur move. Cool. So at the moment, we're getting a decent amount of influence that's coming through from our special ability. It probably works to be about in the region of maybe 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that region. I think if we deploy right here and fire, we should be fine. Yep, we are. Lovely. So now we can jump across here. We can deploy onto this tile, and we can deploy onto this one. So arguably, we should have moved a little bit sooner. That's a stalemate, because we do have the minus against... Nope, we don't have the influence for it. We do have the minus against city-states at the moment. So something to be aware of. A little bit of extra production. Let's go and grab that. We've still got lots of tiles in here. Have we got the altar in this city? Yes, we do. Lovely. Terracotta army about to come through this city, by the way. Incredible that it's coming in this late. I genuinely can't believe that. That is so silly. We should not be getting these wonders. These wonders are just ridiculous. Now, let's go ahead. We'll grab the granary on this tile. And now we can take the gypsum. Oh, my gosh. And now we've got double gypsum. Dude, how did I not think of this earlier? And now we've got double gypsum over here. So now all of a sudden, things are looking a little bit better in this empire. I mean, we got a lot of gold, which is definitely doing us quite well. Let's make sure that these guys just always move up. I hate that you've got to keep reminding them. You know, that's one of my little gripes with Civ 7 when you've got lots of units. If I tell my units, hey, I want you to go up here, and if there's a single unit that, like, lands on this tile, it'll just be like, hey, man, what did you want me to do again? I completely forgot. It's just like, just keep going, man. If someone gets in your way, then let me know. But just keep doing you. It's okay. Okay, let's have a look and see. Dow coming out. I think we've got some decent options to trade over here. Indeed, we do. So let's look to head north, at least for the moment. So I think war should be declared shortly.
After the battle.
There's Terracotta.
Skill.
Wait, Confucius is good with us as well. You cannot start this diplomatic action due to their being at war with your ally Napoleon. How did that not put us in a war? I wish you could convince them to stop attacking each other so you could be friends with them both. That would be kind of cool. What are we taking here? Probably this tile. Looks the best. Oh, espionage. Espionage. We got some culture. Now, are we going to be able to spend, or are we going to be able to get another espionage mission off? I think we probably could. So let's go ahead and let's try it, even though I know we said that we were going to spend it on war support. We'll also take the extra science, which is not terrible. +1 gold for each imported resource. Though I am thinking about happiness. There's a lot of big yields in here. This is also quite nice. This is only 12 culture. Maybe let's get rid of that. Let's put in this one right here, because that's going to boost us up a lot. So we'll definitely take that right now. Okay, so we're going to drop a market on this tile. That's definitely the best. That's a +9 market, so the sooner that gets down, the better. We could do the garden as well, 13 garden. We could also go for a bath, which is 12 rather. Where are we putting down this bad boy eventually? You don't really want to put him there, do you? That's a +2. Could go over here. Can't get it over there. Yeah, it's the trouble is you'll never be able to put a specialist in it. That's the problem, because there's a granary with it. I mean, technically you can, but it's like, do you really want to? Do you really want to? Like, you don't really want to. Okay, let's see whether or not. Actually, have we got any more options for trade? Let's take a look. No. Oh, we could just trade to Seleucia. We haven't even been trading to Seleucia. Is this Sparta? Let's have a look and see. That tile right there is Sparta. So we can come down here onto that tile specifically and trade into that. Got another Dow here that has got the ability to trade as well. So let's go trade to Seleucia. So that should be fine. And we are working this. 1 and 2. Cool. You can heal up. In fact, instead of healing up... Oh, that's right, because we've got the 2 great generals now. Because we finished Terracotta Army. So that just gives us a little bit more time and a little bit more space. And let's bring you up. I think we got attacked there by the city-state. So let's get that 1 trade in. So you can see the amount of trades that you get here, or the amount of trade routes that you're able to start is just ridiculous. It's crazy. Now we can take these horses, so we're connected through the gold. Another lovely tile for us. Wild game. Let's move the wild game in. And we are going to grow once again. I think we take the silk here. Throw it in the capital once again. So now the capital is looking at 62 culture. Very nice. 182. Double 182s at turn 114. I think that's about where we should be, right? Like if you were to compare this to a standardized playthrough where you're playing like the normal way that you play, we should go deal with this. The sooner we deal with this, the better. Just because these guys can be really problematic. So let's go deal with that right now. And take them out, because the last thing we want is like a big spawn to come through and just wipe us out. So we want to make sure that we're able to clear them out completely. There's still a couple of little options that they've got for spawning in, but we should be able to try and like we can close the gap. Let's just put it that way. Extra happiness here wouldn't be terrible. Like we're kind of unhappy in all of our cities at the moment just because of the war. Like if we look, what do we got? -4, -1, -5, -4, -1, -1. Like, I actually think this might be decent here. Let's do it. And then, that's only in cities though, isn't it? That's not towns. Yeah, okay. Probably wasn't the right call then. No, it's too late for that, sorry. Yeah, it's only in cities, not in towns. At least, if I remember correctly. Let's see if we can move this arch up. Oh, no, we don't even have the promotions yet on that guy, unfortunately. Okay, and that is that the end of the turn right there? Surely that's not the end of the turn. Okay, that's the capital right there, Chang'an. We can trade to it. He's got a lot of good resources in here as well. Has anybody got camels? Because we kind of need camels. Okay, Kapua's got camels. We can get a merchant over there. Oh, it's like right on the edge. That would be a nice location to settle. Okay, what if, hear me out, what if we purchased a merchant and then get you to go over to Kapua, just specifically for that task? I think that's a smart idea. Though we probably could have purchased something. Let's go to Bark. That's definitely quite nice. We probably could have purchased a Dow instead. I don't know how much is a Dow going for at the moment. Let's have a look and see. Oh, we're about to finish Great Library. Come on, baby.
The place
Yeah.
of the pure of the soul.
So I think I'm kind of seeing the vision of Great Library more. It's definitely not like a super duper good wonder, but it does kind of make sense, right? Like you get it's a decent amount of science, base science at least, 4 science. Even though at this point, like we're at 200 science, bro. Like this is not a lot of science. But then across the empire, if we think about it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 science buildings, and then we're building our second set. So like maybe an extra 10 science. So it's not terrible in that regard, but I mean, at this stage, it doesn't really equal a whole bunch of extra resources. That's essentially why it makes me sad. Because it's like, you don't want it to be a wonder that is optional. You want it to be a wonder that is mandatory. You want it to be a wonder that if a person doesn't get it, they leave the game, dude. Those are the best wonders. They're quite literally the best wonders. 15 production. Not bad. I mean, it's reasonable. It's a decent amount of production. We could say that. All right, let's make sure. Once again, we're just going to double check all of these guys. Yep, they're all fine. Are you interested in, like, peace? No? Okay. I guess we're just going to keep being angry with you. This one is also ready to go, so let's move you up. We got a lot of dows. We got a lot of dows. If we shoot that move, and that should be good to go. Wonderful. Okay. What do we got? A codex, but -1 happiness on barracks, or plus 50 gold. We'll take the codex. We need to finish... We're kind of close to getting it as well. I will say that right now. We're kind of close to finishing off our legacy for science. We've got 1 more to go, so not long. Let's make sure everybody's traveling through on... Ooh, that army commander just got a promotion. Lovely. Did you just get a promotion as well? I think they both just got promotions. Oh, we just did that promotion. Never mind. It's okay. We'll put you here. You can join in with the main army commander. We'll allow it. And then this guy can come back in. You can heal up. We can probably leave him on this side just so that we've got a little bit more presence. But so far, what I'm thinking, at least our strategy for the next era, is very much going to be about seizing the capitals from the Eastern Empires. Hopefully, if they go inland with their capitals, I'm going to be so disappointed. Like, if they swap, like, imagine if he swaps to Argos. Like, how do we take Argos, dude? Like, we're going to clear the board. It's just going to be very slow if that's how we're going to be doing it. Okay, we got ourselves another espionage update, 246 science. We're gonna try and do another one. Let's do it. We're gonna do another one. So we got flat science. Okay, so this one's got a trade route once again. Oh, you were gonna go to Seleucia, weren't you? There we go. Lovely. So that's all done. So you can move back up towards this spot. This guy's also ready to go. So now those resources are really starting to stack up here. We're really not making that much gold from our cities. Only 34, 30-ish. Now, keep in mind, this is after your taxes have been paid. So, like, the actual amount that you're making is, like, you're getting 4 gold from that. And this is giving 10%. So, your expenses also exist within this number. That's relevant. Okay. I don't think we've got any more trades over towards... I take it back. Looks like we've got one more trade right here. So, let's go and hit that. We want to be trading with him as well because he actually denounced us. And we don't like that. We can't form an alliance just yet. He might declare war with us, actually. That's a interesting thought. If he declares war, is there an easy way to defend? I think so. I think this is our main choke. Let's watch that a little bit more carefully. Let's actually get units down here as well. Because he could actually war deck us right now. Oh, isn't that funny? Isn't that... What do you call that? Is that irony? I don't know if that's necessarily irony, but it's like definitely, you know what we'll call that? We'll call that game sense. That's what that is. I just saw the unit and I was like, that's an interesting position for a unit to be in like that. And, well, the rest is history, isn't it? Well, he's history. We can say that much. Okay, so that's one extra person to put pressure on us. So we're going to need all of our influence right now. We're going to need to invest it heavily. Let's actually get our harbor up here. It's only a 5. That's our next espionage coming through. So let's do another... Can we do another one on... No, we can't. Okay. That was quite well timed. I'll say that right now. I'm impressed with that. Now, we've got a lot of plus 12s in here. Unfortunately, it's all... I didn't base build enough out of my brain. That's a plus 3 in there. Okay. What's the main thing that we need? Obviously, Monk's Mound. Obviously. How could you even not say Monk's Mound? Of course the answer is Monk's Mound. What do you mean? Of course we need more Monk's Mound. Okay, looks like we've lost a little bit of resources here. So let's go down and try and fix that. So we get Monk's Mound in here. We do need to be aware of... Well, like, ideally, we want to make sure that we're purchasing our science buildings just for the next era, or at least completing our science buildings. That's like the main thing. Okay, we should be able to trade on that tile. Lovely. So get the trader out here. We can now bring him back. We've done a lot of trading this game. I wish there was a way to tell how many traders or how many trade routes you've got. Maybe there is. I don't think that there is. All right, let's continue making our way up here. This is the only one that we've got to worry about. But of course, we're going to clear this out very, very quickly here. A Dow versus a single unit. Good night. Yeah, and you can see all of the rest of the units are coming through, but we're going to easily hold that here. Establish the ironworks in the capital. -2 or +2 production on blacksmith, but -3 happiness on blacksmith in Axum. +2 production on blacksmith, but -3 happiness. Ah, okay. I think this is... Oh, but that's on blacksmith in all settlements? Hold on. So that's for every blacksmith gets +2 production, but -3 happiness. I think we take that. That's absolutely fine. Thank you, Confucius. That pushes us over the 200. Okay, so I think we just need the one more codex to hit the Golden Age. So what... Is there anything specifically that we'd want to go? I don't think so. That's not terrible. Gives us 6 culture. I think we just do this one and then we go into future tax. And then for here, I don't think we want either of these. Yeah, I don't think we need either of these, so we can just go into future tech here as well. Why don't we just go to future tech? Well, because we need the codex. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the pesky codex. Make sure we don't get hit by those archers. So just keep it for the moment. This Dow's actually got a trade route in it as well, so we need to bring him back and make sure that he's trading appropriately. Okay, looks like we may have reached the end of the continent finally. No, I take it back. There's some sort of settlement up here. I gotta go see it. 10 turns. Okay, there it is. 10 turns. We gotta go see this single settlement here. Some cheeky little settlement right there on an island. Okay, where is the next expansion point? Let's go here. And we can also look to get our harbors in. That's +8. Are there any additional harbors that we can go for? Oh, this harbor should have been built so long ago. I apologize. I apologize to all the harbor enjoyers. Now, we don't make the altar because the harbor will carry over to the next era, but the altar won't. So we'll lose our bonuses for it. We could go for a harbor here. It's only 3. And we don't have a huge amount of water coming out of here. So let's go into future tech. So that should give us at the very least 2 future points. Ooh, okay. -1 happiness in all cities for each commander level. I think that's reasonable. And then plus... Okay, so that'll take us from 322 down to 293. That's manageable. We can do that. Okay, cool. We're in a good spot here. So, at this stage, what do we have left to trade? I think here for Haran, if we improve trade relations... Oh, you know what we need to do? Before I forget. There we go. Gosh, I tell you what, it's been so long. We should now be able to trade right there on Haran. Though, I swear we would have been able to trade before that. Okay, I'm going to sit on this tile here just to block from potentially coming down. And this down needs to get out, though. There's an archer in the neighborhood, so we do need to be watching that. We're not going to try and... Nah, I take it back. We'll do it. Hit him with the 96. Okay, so let's hit Bark. Boom. Bark. Nice little boost right there for Bark. Turn that -1 to a +1. Okay, everything is happy. Okay, we're all happy now. Finally, we got our happiness back. All 9 of our settlements are all happy now. Not all of these settlements are built fairly. Some of them are a little bit stronger than others. So the most important thing moving on to the next era is that we've got our academies up. I think that's the most important thing that we want to do. Let's also look to push out... Oh, we can grab the dies. Can grab the dies. This Dow has got... Oh, let's see if we can get that trade, actually. Yeah, we can. Lovely. Okay, where else can we do a potential trade? No. Oh, we've got this spot. Merchant coming up as well. So, do we purchase a Dow here? Yeah, look, the Dow's only 360. Yeah, we should totally... Oh, you know what we should do before we go up to the next era? We should just purchase a whole bunch of Dows. Oh, yeah. Like, literally just purchase them out the wazoo. Okay, Axum. Let's do it right now. We're going to put all of our salt into Axum. And we're going to produce a whole bunch of Dows. Probably more than we should. In fact, like, we're going to be one-turning them, and we're going to be overflowing so much production off this. Oh, I've got an idea. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to overflow production as much as we can. And then we are going to... this guy's going to go over here. Is there any more that we can do down here? I think it's all done. Yeah, it's all done. These are all done. There's no real point in going, like, all the way over to Catan. I mean, we could probably... How many turns is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can get here. Okay, let's do it. And then this guy can come down to Catan. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Sorted that out. We've still got this traded back here, but once again, I think it's one of those things where it's like... I don't think we're going to be able to make it in time. If we go there, then we may get hit with the archer. Let's just heal for the moment. We need to be cautious of those archers. We don't want to lose any units. That's the other thing to remember. We can't actually go through. 8 turns to go until the end of the era. So let's sleep you. So just bring it back. Hold position for the moment. Okay, so we've spotted out all of these. So I think we want to get... We'll just do like a trade in here to like Khan or something like that. Nice. Imagine if this becomes the capital. It won't. It's too small, but imagine if it did. It could. It could. I wouldn't be surprised. Is this town going to go down? I think this town might go down here. I mean, he's got walls in here. Oh, God. That was probably not the right idea to trade onto that. That is almost certainly dead. Let's grab another one of these tiles. We got one more turn to go until... Oh, my gosh. Yields, dude. The yields. One more turn to go until we finished Monk's Mound. Are there any other big wonders in here that we could look to get? Yes, these two. Nothing down here. Anything over towards this spot? Nothing. Oh, there's so many. There's so many. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, though. We don't have the production. You know what we can do? Blacksmith. 14 production in the blacksmith. Get 'em, boys. Okay, we're going to one-turn this bad boy, and then we're going straight into the Weyoung Palace. Do we want Yeah, I think we want Weyoung Palace, don't we? Yeah, I think we definitely want Weyoung Palace. All right, let's do it. Godspeed, Weyoung Palace. Okay, we're not going to go for any more trade routes. We're going to call it a day there, with the exception of the ones that we've already sent out. That's it. Like, the ones that we've sent out, we'll allow it. I think we've got enough health to get past now, so let's go and do that. Another Dow that's just come out, so we'll bring him around to this side. There's our merchant finally hitting Kapua for our camels. All right, we finally got the camels. Okay, and now we can put the jade in. There you go. There you go. Now it's all coming together. Oh, do we really send a merchant down here? Excuse me. Where does this merchant go? I can't go here. That's 7 turns. There's no way we make it down there in 7 turns. That's also 7 turns, but we've already got somebody on the way to that. All right, we're going to try. We're going to try. I don't think... How many turns is left? It'd be nice if there was a little counter up here that told you how many turns were actually left. That would be really, really cool. Okay. Oh, we took damage from one archer. The second archer approached, but didn't fire. And there's Monk's Mound, baby. Is there no Mississippi in this game? Yeah, there's no Mississippi. Because Monk's Mound is normally gone. I didn't see how many turns were left. Yeah, normally Monk's Mound is gone by Mississippi's. And so to not have Mississippi means that you get Monk's Mound, which is kind of crazy. Why does Taekwondo... Oh, I was going to say, why does Taekwondo have all of this space? Because of Monk's Mound. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Do we have a desert in this city? Oh, we've got desert in this city. Oh, please tell me Taekwondo, that's your tile. It is. Oh, you know what's happening. Oh, we're doing the Tomb of Askia right there. Can I put can I put the tab down right now? No, I can't. I want to put like a note to myself, like, hey, Tomb of Askia on this tile. Okay. Dows hold. We can keep these dows in. You can see that we're building them up. It's saying that we've only got... See, this is the thing. I think we're building up. Like, this is 68 production. How much production is it to build a Dow? Is it 90? Yeah, it is. So maybe we're not building up production the way that I thought. But we do have a whole bunch of salt that's in here. So we are, like, at the very least building it up. By the way, we should be getting these in. Okay, Khotan. Let's see if we can... We can try and get down to Xintang. Are we able to see? I think we'd need to ask for... Let's come out just strategically, because we might be able to get onto this tile. But I don't think we can actually trade with it, because there's 5 turns. Let's see. Give me a sec. We'll potentially come back. +2 science on Academy? No, +2 production on Academy. Always production. All right. Nice little town. Definitely had a bit of a glow up, this town over here with Great Barrier Reef. Okay, we've got all of the water tiles. What other tiles do we want from here? I think probably just like that one. Oh, you know what we should do? We haven't done it yet. The Hawilt. Hawilt? That'll give us a narrative choice. Wonderful. We'll take the happiness. And that gives us Future Civic. Okay, so we have to move a Dow off this tile just because we can't build it anymore. How many turns do we have left? I think it was 6. So let's go... Oh, Sanchi Stupa. Wait, wasn't there another wonder that we wanted to go for? Oh, yeah, it was, Weyoung Palace? Was that it? No, that wasn't it. We can do Sanchi Stupa right there. It'll be like 4 turns or something. 5 turns. We're gonna have to do a specialist. Do we throw it in here? Still 5 turns. Because we've got salt in here. That's the other thing to note. Can we move stuff around? We might be able to move resources around. Let's get a couple dows out. Oh, by the way, we want to buy dows. That's the other thing to remember. Because we are going to have a massive navy. Or at least that's the goal. We want to have, like, the biggest navy that you've ever seen. Economic point. I guess we got to go into this bad boy right here. Plus 26 gold. Not bad. Future Civic. It's going to take some time. We'll just go into the other ones. Though there's no point. Let's go Future Civic. This guy can sleep. Bring you back and tell you to heal. And then everybody else can move across slowly. Just because we want to get the extra influence. This Dow can hold. God, we got so many Dows. Oh, this is so crazy, actually. We're going to measure it. Don't worry. There's another trade route that's come up. So we can now bring this guy. Let's just bring him back over here for the moment. Some more culture. Absolutely. Oh, let's put production in here. Into Axum. Okay. Oh, it's going to take a long time to do this. Do we really want to risk it? I mean, it could be the difference. I wish I knew how many turns we had left. Is there a way to see, like... There's no... age progress, legacy points, like... Can you just tell me how many turns I've got left? Like, just a number? Like, 6, 5 TL. 5 turns left. Sorry, guys. We have to min-max this. 1, 2. I know. I didn't want to have to take them out, but we're going to have to take them out. We need to min-max this. Like, the chance of us not getting this is just too high. Okay, let's check now. Okay, 4 turns. Lovely. We got it down to 4 turns. That's all that matters. So let's put our culture back in for the moment. Crabs, you can go back in. Taekwondo. Taekwondo's making... Oh, Taekwondo's got 5 turns as well. Hold on. Taekwondo's up to 6 turns. Taekwondo. Oh, gosh. Just when I thought we'd solved the problem, it turns out we made another problem for us. Now I'm stuck where it's like... Okay, Taekwondo's now back to 5 turns, so Axum should be on 5 as well. Okay, we're just betting the house right now that we're going to be able to... that this finishes in 5 turns. That's essentially where we are at this stage. We're hoping that it finishes... let's put all of the salt in Lalibela as well. Just because we're building units from Lalibela. Okay, so we are betting absolutely everything right now. Can we maybe, like, get 4 out of one and 5 out of the other? That's 5. Are you still 5? You're still 5. It's all about, like, getting... You're still 5? Tell me you're 4. Tell me you're 4. Yeah, we got it. Okay. So, at the very least, we're going to get 1 of them. I can guarantee you 1. Move this down here. And then incense. We probably want to put incense up in the cap. Just because it's just a slightly little bit... extra amount. Okay, there we go. All right, let's pay attention here. Pay attention, everyone. Pay attention. How many turns have we got? 4 turns? 4 turns? 4 turns left until this age ends. So we should be able to get Wuyang Palace. I think we get Wuyang Palace here. Where is this bad boy going? I guess you're going right there. Seems like the only decent spot for you to go. Dyes. We will take some absolutely lovely dyes. Is there anyone who needs dyes? You need dyes. Let's fix you up with some dyes. And you can probably come out here. I mean, it's science. We like science. Science is a good thing. We like it so much, we're going to take out the food for now. Okay, what do we got? Losing 10% happiness. We'll take the 10% happiness loss. We don't care that much about it. We're going to count Dows as well soon. Yeah, so you can see how we can't trade to Xinjiang. Trade. Improve trade relations. Still can't trade. Because there's... I think you have to have... It has to be a naval trade route. Like, it has to be open to naval trade route. So we could have come down here, but I don't think we've got the time. I don't think we can get up towards that spot either. Yeah, so our only hope is to come back here and hope that... Wait, have we already got a trader in here? Oh, that's not ours. That's not ours. That's his. That's his trader. I'm looking at it like, is that our trader? Like, what is that? We're fine. We're fine. Okay. We've got a lot of Dows. Okay, he's building up a little bit of an attack here. Not that we need to be worried about it. We'll keep an eye on it. Just make sure. Okay, we come through. And I think that's our last trade route for the moment. So that was a lot of trade routes that we did. You can come back over to this island. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay, we're sitting on 3,000 gold almost at the moment. So maybe we look to start purchasing. Let's do it. We want to purchase every single Dow that we possibly can. So let's go ahead and do that. So we need to clear this tile here. Let's purchase a dowel. Lovely. Next city, purchase a dowel. This city, purchase a dowel. You can purchase a dowel. And we can't purchase one in here, so let's move this bad boy across. Yeah, so if your fishing key is blocked, you won't be able to do it. And then Axum, we will purchase a dowel. Thank you. And Lalibela, we would like to purchase a dowel. So let's go ahead and do that here. So this is where it's all really coming together. I can feel it coming together. Oh, that wasn't our fishing key. Oh, is it a harbor? It's the harbor, I think, actually. No, it is the fishing key. Excuse me. Did we already purchase something in here? You would think that we could purchase. We've got the gold. It's all right. We got other cities. It's okay. We got other cities that we can purchase in. Okay, we're down. We've down and purchased everything. So what's left to build? I mean, we got a couple turns left to ride this out. I think we got to make some more dowels. What do you guys think about that? I like the idea of that. I like the sound of that. Building a couple more dowels. Got some gypsum in here. Let's slot in the gypsum. Army commander can sleep it up for the moment. Dowel can hold. Dowel can also hold. God, we've got so many of them. Bro, we've got so many of them. Okay, you can see he's trying to sneak past here. A little bit of a sneaky Tecumseh. We receive your city. This is where I wish we had like Civ 6 and it was like, I don't want your city, just give me gold. Thank you, Tecumseh. Thank you. Thank you, Tecumseh. Good fight, Tecumseh. Good fight. Are you interested at all? Okay, you are interested. A wise move. Indeed, a wise move. Thank you. It's nice. Now we've at least got a little piece to ride this bad boy out into the sunset. Let's continue progressing out here. Okay, we don't have long to go. Wonderful. Our dowels can finally rest. I'm getting a little bit of lag here. I think there might be too many dowels. Excuse my computer. Let's move you to the front. Oh yeah, my computer like just started really just eating shit. I think is probably the best way to say it. There's no polite way to say that. My computer has given up. I actually need to reinstall Windows. I got my friend to link me to a new ISO file because the old one I'm using apparently doesn't work anymore. Not since Windows changed it. So we have to move on to a new one. Sanji Stupid comes through. All right, one turn until this age ends. We got one turn left on this bad boy. Is there anything? I mean, there's the mausoleum. It just never gets built. You know, I'd love to see the mausoleum of Halicarnassus or at Halicarnassus remain in the game until the next era as well. So you could like get into the next era and still build it if you wanted to, right? Like it shouldn't just vanish and no one ever gets to build it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. Let's move you out. And now we're going to build another dowel. It's going to take 2 turns. We can buy it though, right? Like if it's halfway, I'm pretty sure you can still buy it. Let's move that. Speaking of buying, let's buy another dowel. So we're going to have to try and get everything together. So at the start of the next era, look, we should be saving a little bit of money to purchase, but remember you get gifted a whole bunch of money at the beginning of the next era as well. And so we'll be using that to just purchase a whole bunch of naval commanders, and that will take us through. All right, Age of Antiquity is ending. Here we go. Reconciliation. Lovely. Yeah, we would be happy to just accept that. I mean, we're gonna kill you in like just a couple of seconds, so you know, you can ask for forgiveness, but it's not gonna happen, brother. Like you're going down. I'm yelling timber. I've got Kesha in the house. Yeah. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's not butter. I was almost certain that was butter. Okay, is this the last? I need to be careful because it said 1 turn. I think this is the last turn right here. So I'm gonna say, oh god, look, everyone's mad at us, dude. Why are you all so mad? So I'm gonna save the game right here. We need to count these dowels. I mean, is there a way to easily count these? Once, you know what? 100% gold maintenance for military units. What if we just said, see, I was gonna say half of that. That wouldn't really work. Okay, let's try, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so we've got 34 on the mainland. Then 35, 36. here on the islands, and then we've obviously still got some that are like out and about. So what do we get? We're at 36 at the moment. So let's call it 36. That's a decent amount of dows. I think we're going to be able to work this strategy out pretty well here. How much of it has been contributed from Saida Al-Hura and her special ability? A decent amount, a decent amount. Like, we've gotten probably about 10. So, not a bad amount. Was there any that we've still got to do? Yeah, the military infiltration, it's okay. We've still got 17 and 13 turns on those other two before they come through. So, in the end, moving into the next era, how do we look to play this? Actually, let's compare all of our yields. So, yields are pretty decent at the moment at the end of the first era. We're on 9 settlements. We've got double the nearest person's production. Which is Napoleon. He's been down there at war with Confucius. Yield-wise, we are number 1 on science. Actually, we're number 2 on science. Have a look at who's second. It's old man Confucius. In fact, is there any... Do we need to purchase... Oh, we didn't buy an academy in here. Oh, that's a bit awkward. 1,100 gold. Okay, let's see if we roll over here, whether or not it's going to... Don't end the era. Don't end the era. Give us one more turn. One more turn. No! It's okay. Okay, so how do we play the next era? You might be wondering. Well, there's a couple of different ways we can do it, and that's why I saved the game just before we actually did this.
As precious a resource as
So let's talk about that. So number 1, obviously we like dominated in here. I think we did pretty damn well. We got top of everything except for codexes. Fair enough. Yeah, we smashed it. We smashed it. And we got a whole bunch of XP as well. So I think realistically you can play into 2 different civilizations. We've of course got all the civilizations unlocked because I don't want them locked behind silly little rules like losing a settlement, retaking the settlement. So first one is Chola, okay, which you get access to the Kalam, and that is your heavy naval unit with 1 additional attack per turn if movement allows. That's the first one. And then the second one is through, let me see if Majafa hit. And they have the set bang, which gets an extra 5 combat strength against naval units. And you can also do your pillaging. So that's another option as well. Now, with regard to our mementos for the next era, I was thinking that we probably want to go things more sea focused. So like the extra movement speed for vessels. I don't know exactly where it is. So we would go for like let's just say it's that Nimchad. It's not, but like, I mean, this is pretty decent as well. Actually, let's see if we can find it. It's going to be in red, so it can't be that far, right? It's in here somewhere. Cavalry units, commanders. Is it not red? It might not be for red. It might be something else. The other thing I was thinking about as well, and this might be a bit of a hot take, but there's one in here where you get, like, you reduce your relationship with all other leaders every time, like, you declare a war, I think it is. Let me see if I can find it. That's range units. What else have we got? Give me a second here. Yeah, this one right here. Principle. Ill principle. Declaring a formal war decreases relationship with all untargeted civilizations by 25. So basically, I'm thinking we want to do this because the trouble that you're going to have is when you declare a war, all the other civs, like, it's going to take, you don't want to denounce everybody, and it's going to take so long to do that. Like, you just want to be declaring a war and then, like, working down your next target, working down your next target. So I'm thinking we do that, and then we mix it with, like, the +1 movement speed, which I still can't find for naval ships. There's a whole bunch of naval stuff that we actually need to unlock. I haven't spent long enough trying to focus it down. I'm sure it's in here, the +1 movement speed. Like, let me go find it right now. Is it that? No, it's not. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Sorry. It's green. It's not red. I was anchoring too hard. As soon as I saw this over here, I was like, +1 sight for naval units. I was like, I know exactly where it is. It's right there. Well, +1 movement to all naval units. So I think that going into the next era, that's probably what we're going to do. There could be an argument that instead of going into, like, Principe or something like that, is to go for the, what is it? There's that gun that's down here. +2 combat strength for naval units while attacking. Like, this wouldn't be too bad either. Yeah, I think we'll roll into something like that, and then probably from here, I like the idea of Chola. Even though we're not really going to be doing a lot of trading, like, Callum is going to be the big thing for us. So if we can have that, like, it's going to be absolutely massive. Obviously, we can still trade, yeah, the main goal here is having a big navy that we can kill things quickly. That's essentially it. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Of course, we'll be moving into exploration in the next one, so we'll catch you in there, and catch you later.